While they rake in a considerable amount of revenue from the content they make, YouTubers do not spend every single second of their lives behind a camera. As much as it seems like a fantasy, the YouTuber life can get toxic, hectic, and messy. Every once in a while, we hear some of these guys take a break or quit altogether. What's strange is when a YouTuber with an awful lot of following suddenly goes AWOL. Today, we'll take a closer look into 10 YouTubers who disappeared without a trace. Okay, enough blabbing around. Let's dig in. Asana ONeill. Being a model at 18 years old, Asana ONeill had a massive following, not just on YouTube, but also on other social media platforms. Being a darling of social media definitely has many perks, as it opens up a lot more opportunities for further greatness. Just when everything seems great, the Australian internet sensation shut down her social media accounts. While some people assumed that her hiatus was nothing but a publicity stunt, their guess couldn't be further than the truth. She was gone, from social media at least. Right now, her YouTube account only has 3 videos. Her Instagram, meanwhile, only has 2 posts. These beg the question, what happened to her? Well, in her latest video dating back to 2015, she explained why. As it turned out, she felt miserable over life on social media.
And I didn't do it for majority of my life because I was just living in a screen.
She did resurface on social media in 2019, where she appeared in an interview by Tiffany Ferguson.
Hello, how are you?
She also had new Instagram and Twitter accounts. But at the moment, her Instagram's no longer active. As for her Twitter account, there isn't a lot of activity other than numerous retweets. Kevin Wu, Kev Jumba. Kevin Wu was among the legacy YouTubers. With videos dating back to 2006, he became immortalized on the platform for his self-deprecating videos. Eventually, he got gigs in Hollywood, starring in some films. He seems to be on a roll. However, in 2013, he went on hiatus to focus on college and Buddhism. The following year, 2014, he turned Kev Jumba private. So what happened to Kevin? Well, 3 years later, in 2017, he released a video entitled Hope, where he explained what happened during his absence. As it turned out, he was hit by a car last 2015, hospitalizing him for 45 days due to damage in his spine and lungs. Not only that, he was sent to a mental health facility due to psychological injuries. While the Kev Jumba channel, now renamed as Kev, has no new videos since 2017, Kevin still has a presence on the internet with his streams on Twitch and uploads on his gaming channel, CyberMuse. Tyler Glockner. Tyler Glockner is the host of the YouTube channel Secure Team 10, which covered UFO conspiracies. Tyler was very diligent, churning out videos every single day. The channel wasn't just popular because people enjoy his content. In fact, people enjoy debunking his content. At some point, Tyler actually bribed people to stop them from debunking his videos. But around March 2019, his uploads became less frequent until eventually he stopped uploading. People speculated that the government had something to do with his disappearance due to the kind of content he was making. A few months later, he released a video explaining the inactivity in his channel, claiming that he was busy making a documentary. He also said that he started receiving death threats and got arrested twice for DUI and domestic abuse, both crimes which he denied doing. However, his claim of innocence about the DUI was debunked when dashcam footage of his arrest surfaced.
Any weapons on you or anything? Okay. Any weapons in the vehicle?
And that's not the end of his disappearances. Last year, his videos and Patreon page got taken down due to another YouTuber claiming rights to Secure Team 10's logo. Apparently, Secure Team 10 ripped off someone's logo a few years ago, and the other YouTuber named Lions Ground bought the rights from the original artist. Fast forward to March this year. Secure Team 10 is back and churning out new content. Paranormal Lana. Paranormal Lana, also known as Alana G, was famous for spooky stuff. At 50,000 subscribers back in 2015, she rose in popularity with her content about paranormal and scary real-life stories. Just as her channel was skyrocketing, the unthinkable happened. All of her social media accounts vanished. Before her disappearance, she tweeted about having a stalker situation and a death threat, prompting her to change how she handled her social media accounts. A lot of theories about her disappearance circulated the internet, with most of them pointing to the stalker situation. There must have been something so threatening that made her wipe out her accounts. While we don't know what happened or how she's right now, we hope that she's safe and sound. Miss Hannah Minx. Hannah Wagner, also known as Miss Hannah Minx, was a relatively early bird in the YouTube scene, with videos dating back to 2009. While technically an American, she was a certified weeaboo, one of the earliest on YouTube. She embraced an anime persona, donning up anime-inspired clothing and speaking in a high-pitched voice.
Miyu-san, konnichiwa! It's time for another cha-cha-cha J-Wow!
She had many viewers and subscribers, although it's partly due to her rather provocative clothing. But at the height of her fame in 2013, she vanished without a trace. Her social media accounts are still up, minus the activity. There were various rumors about what happened to her, including pregnancy and death. In 2017, Gazette Review published an article about what happened to Hannah. Thanks to a post from a Redditor, they confirmed that she left YouTube to begin a family. Also, Hannah Wagner is now Hannah Osterhagen, allegedly married to Steve Fox Osterhagen. In 2018, she also starred in the movie Sleigh Bells. Hannah hadn't changed much, had she? Kenny Veach, also known as Snakebeat MG on YouTube, was a 47-year-old guy who's infamous for one video, a hiking trip. But before that, he commented on a video posted by a different channel about a strange cave he found while hiking at Nellis Air Force Base. According to Kenny, the cave, which was later on known as the M Cave, was shaped like a perfect capital M. He said that the closer he got to the cave, the more his body vibrated, prompting him to turn away but also vowing to return. He knew that this comment would spearhead an urban legend.
Made my body vibrate. The closer I got to it, the crazier my body felt, and I was like, alright, I'm not gonna go in there right now, but I'm coming back someday.
While the people in the internet were both encouraging and discouraging him about returning, Kenny set out to find the cave again, this time bringing a gun. He uploaded his findings on his channel. However, much to the dismay of the netizens, Kenny didn't find the cave. Unsurprisingly, the people further encouraged him to set out once more. So he did. On November 10, 2014, he set out to find the M Cave once more. This time, no videos of his findings were released. In fact, no one has heard from him ever since. It was not the short overnight trip he told his family when they last saw him. He's just gone. More than a week later, authorities found his cell phone near a vertical mineshaft. The same mineshaft where he filmed himself at the beginning of his earlier hunt for the M Cave. The authorities sent experts to look down the mine and comb the surroundings for him, but no to avail. Later on, somebody claiming to be his girlfriend commented on Kenny's M Cave video and believed that the incident wasn't an accident but a suicide. Case closed? Not really. Nobody knows what truly happened to him. But wherever he's right now, whether in his life or the next, I hope he's okay. Mac Adventures. Mac Adventures is a father and son tandem who like to ride their bikes around the US of A. These guys love their adventures. They became famous with their trips to the gates of Area 51, the famous top-secret United States Air Force facility that's often the meat of conspiracy theories, especially involving aliens. In 2016, Mac Adventures uploaded a video where the duo was held at gunpoint by a pair of armed guards as they try to enter Area 51.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I'm not going to tell you again. Right. Turn around.
In the video's description, this was written, "Everyone share like crazy. We might have to take this down soon due to the US government. Don't let them hide this." Apart from another video and extended version of the Area 51 video, there were no more uploads from the channel. Apparently, an Instagrammer asked the son of the duo, Garrett McCullough, about what happened. Garrett replied FDC6MO, which implied that they got detained in the Federal Detention Center for 6 months. Yikes! After much speculation, the son of the duo Garrett McCullough did a live stream to clear the air.
Did the Men in Black pay you and your pops a visit? Definitely. 100%.
He said that the main reason they quit YouTube was that the files after the Area 51 trip got corrupted after the trip and that they no longer had the funds to continue.
We lost everything, and so we had, there's just nothing else that I could have done with what I had.
While he said he'd do another video with his dad, they're yet to release that video. While he said they didn't get incarcerated, there's no doubt that they did get involved with the authorities. Whether you believe him or not, it's entirely up to you. Kate Yup. Mukbang has taken the YouTube world by storm, and among the YouTubers famous for this content is Kate Yup. While the sight of people munching food is undoubtedly addictive, people found Kate Yup's videos rather disturbing. For starters, she wore a blindfold during her videos. She didn't even speak, only talking via captions. Some viewers noticed on one of her videos that her lip and arm were bruised. Others say that she was communicating for help via Morse code with her finger tapping. There were speculations about her being kidnapped and forced to eat. If that were true, it's downright disturbing. In November 2019, her channel released one last video, where she ate so vigorously, she lost some of her teeth. And that, my friends, was the last we've seen about Kate. Was she really abducted? What happened to her? And most importantly, is she okay right now? We don't really know. Whether the netizens' ideas were too far-fetched to be true or not, here's hoping that Kate Yup, whoever she is doing fine. Kyle Myers. Kyle Myers was the guy behind FPS Russia's Dmitry Potapov, a character with a huge appetite for pulling the trigger. This trigger-happy son of a gun made his mark on the YouTube scene with his reviews of various firearms, coupled with a Russian accent.
Shooting them with a 12 gauge, that seems fun.
However, FPS Russia started going downhill when in 2013, Keith Ratliff, a gun shop owner and part of FPS Russia's staff, was shot dead in his shop. Left solo, Kyle soldiered on, despite the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives knocking on his door. After his video in 2016 setting things on fire with flamethrowers, FPS Russia stopped churning out videos. Some assumed that he's probably lying low to avoid brushing with the authorities. A year later, Kyle was arrested on felony drug charges and his guns were seized, leaving nothing to feature on the channel. These days, Kyle is one of the hosts of the gaming podcast Painkiller already, which is still active today. While it's sad that FPS Russia is no more, at least the videos are still up on YouTube, and I must say, FPS Russia went out with a bang in their latest video.
We're going to keep backing up now because that could not be safe.
Spy Kitten TV. Spy Kitten TV, also known as Dasha, made videos exposing people she believed were members of the Illuminati and sold their souls. The people she featured on the channel included celebrities such as Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, and even Pope Francis. In 2018, her channel gained a lot of traction, with the videos earning her more than 1 million views, but then she stopped uploading new content. While her social media accounts are still accessible, there haven't been new posts ever since. Her followers were worried, thinking that something terrible happened to her as a result of her revelations. Others say that maybe the Illuminati got to her, or perhaps she just decided to quit YouTube. However, A YouTuber named Buried Archives did some digging around Facebook and found out that Dasha got married and is now running another channel called The Witching Hour, which is about tarot cards. For someone who seems to be openly Christian, her change in content was rather weird.
I've always known Christ, but I came kind of from a dangerous path because
although Dasha's surname was blurred out in Buried Archives videos. I noticed the Facebook URL in the video, so I went into that and found a certain Dasha Afanasieva. Yep, that's her. However, The Witching Hour's last content dated back to 2019, which leaves us once again with the mystery of where on earth Dasha is right now. But hey, she's married and probably has kids. Regardless of the reasons behind her disappearances in YouTube, I hope she's well and good. Do you know any other YouTubers who should have made it to this list? Tell us all about it in the comment section below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications to get front row seats to watch Canon's mind-blowing videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.